friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today is the 7th day of the 12 days of Christmas. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. But first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda. This is my Oliver. And if you're returning, oh, we appreciate you guys so much. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, today is day number 7 of the 12 days of Christmas DIYs, and we are doing Christmas cards, neighbor gifts, or last minute gift ideas. And you guys, I am hosting this with my friend Amanda with Molly Cole Creations. So make sure you check her channel out as well as the playlist. I'll have links to both in my description box. But I really needed a break today. So I don't have anything new, but I decided to grab a couple of things that I made last year that I just loved. And so I'm going to show them to you now. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color Snow White and my Waverly Antique Wax. I'm going to use this decal that I created with my Cricut, a couple of craft sticks, this chalkboard from Dollar Tree, and then this cutting board that I got this fall from Dollar Tree. It's a cutting board sign, actually. So I started off by sanding off the glitter that was on the front of this sign. And then after that, I just started tearing off the paper. Now, the paper usually hangs over the edge, so it makes it a little easy to pull it up. But once I got all the paper off of it, then I am going to just spritz it really good with my water bottle. And that is to get that second layer from that paper and the glue all wet, and then I'll take my paint scraper here and scrape off all that nastiness. And then once I get that all scraped off, then and get it all dried and ready to paint, I paint it with my Waverly chalk paint, the color Snow White. After or I should say while it was drying, I took my wood glue here and I'm adding it to one of the craft sticks, and then I'm going to add some hot glue, and I'm going to put those two craft sticks together just like you see. And then I'm going to paint those white as well as the top of the chalkboard and two of my jumbo tumbling tower blocks that I got from Five Below. So after they're all painted and dried, I took my antique wax and I coat all of the white parts with my antique wax. Now you might ask why I do this. I do this just because I really like the way the color is when you paint something white and then add the wax on it. I just think it's beautiful, and personally I think it makes it look a little more like a wood. So after that, I took my decal when everything was dry, of course, and I'm going to put it on the top of my chalkboard here. And once I have that on there, now, when you're putting decals on wax, you do kind of have to work with it because it doesn't like to stick at first, but just kind of be patient and work with it and you can get it on. Then I took some more wood glue and hot glue, and I'm going to attach those two craft sticks to my cutting board sign here. And after that, I'm going to do the same thing with the chalkboard. I'm going to add the wood glue and the hot glue to the back of the sign or the chalkboard, and then the top of those craft sticks. And then I'm just going to attach it to my cutting board. Then I took two more of those tumbling tower blocks, or not two more, but those tumbling tower blocks, the jumbo ones, and I hot glued them to the back. And here I'm just seasoning the chalkboard. And then how you do that is just rub some chalk on it. That way, if you write on it, it doesn't keep the writing on the board. And then I'm just going to use some of this trim from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to go around and frame this chalkboard with it. And then after I am done with that, I am going to take a chalk marker from Dollar Tree and some twine, and I'm tied a knot around the lid of the marker, and then I'm tying the other end around the top of the cutting board so that you have a chalk marker there. And then I'm going to add some of this ribbon and a bow to the top, and that's all there was for this. I love this. Now, I couldn't decide if I wanted to do grocery lists or menu, but this is a great gift idea for someone. Just something simple to have in their kitchen. You have to let me know what you think about this DIY or gift idea, I guess I could call it. Okay, I always like to take this moment to thank my subscribers. You guys are amazing. If you're new here and enjoyed today's video, I'd invite you to hit that red subscribe button, become part of our YouTube family. And then if you guys would like to support me, you can do so by doing any of those. And then if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find the links to those accounts in my description box below. So now is the time for a celebration of your recreations. And Lisa made these adorable little Christmas gifts. They are so cute. Thank you for sharing those with us, Lisa. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase for you, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. I am always thrilled to death to showcase them for you. Now let's get on with the DIYs. Number 2. Okay, you guys, this thing is so adorable. I'm going to use a couple of these wood planks from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use this empty Bath & Body Works jar, candle jar that I've had. I have a whole bunch of them. And some caulking from Dollar Tree. I had these wicks in my stash. And then I had this smelly stuff. What do you call it? Essential oils. And then I have 3 of these candles from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to use my paints in the color Chocolate Bar, Snow White, and Coffee Latte. Now, I actually got this idea from Kelly Barlow. I saw her do this and I knew I wanted to recreate this one. She did some really great ones. I'll link her video in my description box, but I wanted to do this one specifically. So I started out by putting all these candles in my pot. I have it down kind of low and I just waited for the wax to melt. And it does take a little while, but you just kind of do your own thing while it's doing its thing. But you can see there how they're melting. And sometimes I take a skewer when it's getting like the bottom part is melted and the top isn't. And I kind of poke holes through the top and that can help, I think, bring some of the steam up to help melt it. So here I'm taking some of the wicks and I'm dipping them into the wax and then I am attaching them to the bottom of my jar. Now, I should have brought them in a little bit closer and I should have used a dowel to wrap the wicks on, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. But I just removed the other wick that came from the candles, and the candles that are melted I'm just going to pour inside my jar, and then I'm going to use some of that essentials, I can't think of the smelly stuff there. And as you can see there, I should have brought those wicks in a little closer. I pulled them before the wax was totally hot. And then I poured the green in that one bottle and I had some extra. So I grabbed this pot real quick and decided I was going to do something with this. So I'll show you all of that in a little bit, but we'll just focus on the marshmallow here, or the s'more. So I trimmed off the wicks there. And then I'm going to use the caulking and I'm going to mix it together with some paint. And once I have it all mixed together, then I'm going to use a sponge dabber and go all the way around this candle jar. And you guys, you'll have to check, if you haven't seen Kelly Barlow's video, check it out. She did some really cute stuff. I just loved it. But I'm always wanting to know different things to do with these candle jars because I have a whole bunch of them because I just know I can use them for something, and I just love this. So then I took the lid and I am painting it with my chocolate bar, and I do 2 coats on that, and then I paint 2 of these wood planks from Dollar Tree with the, what is that, coffee, I can't think of the name of it. I'll have it in my description box, but I paint both sides, front and back. And then I'm taking my Waverly chalk paint in the color Hazelnut in the back of a paint stick. And I am just making some dots in the formation of a 5, like you see on dice. So 2 dots on top, 1 dot in the middle, and 2 dots on the bottom. I'm just doing that formation all the way down. And as you can see, I also made a line down the middle because, graham crackers have the little dots and they have the line. Anyways, so then with a pencil, I drew on a face for my s'more, and then I'm taking a black Sharpie because my black paint pen is dried out, and I am going to color in the face here. But after a little bit, I decided my pen felt like it was drying out, so I decided to just outline everything and use some black paint to color it in. So here this is where I decided to just start outlining, and then I will use black paint to do the rest. So I'm going to use my red paint marker to color in the nose, and then a little bit of the tongue. And then I use some blue and some white and make some colors in the eyes, just to kind of bring it to life a little bit. And then after I had all the painting done, I took my E6000 and some hot glue, and I'm going to put it all along the bottom of this jar and hot glue it to one of those boards. You guys, this would be a perfect gift for like a teenager, just about anybody who loves s'mores or chocolate or sweets. I love this. Now, I did put some peppermint smelly stuff inside of it. I just don't know if I did enough because I really can't smell it, or if it's the essence that's not very strong. I probably should have added a little bit more. But this is just a fun way. It only took 2.5 of those candles to fill this. So you have to let me know what you think about this. I love it. So this was a last minute thought, again, because I had extra wax and I didn't want to let it go to waste. So I took this terracotta pot and the lid, or the plate there, and I put a penny on the bottom of that terracotta pot because I wasn't quite sure how to keep the wax from not falling out because there's a little hole. And so I looked online and they said to add a penny. But I do think it leaked a little bit because I did not use glue to attach the pot to the plate. It stuck, and I'm pretty sure it's the wax. So here I'm just painting it with my Waverly chalk paint and the color ink. Now, I saw this off of Pinterest, and I've been wanting to do it for a while, but when I knew I wanted to do something with that leftover wax, I thought, okay, well, I guess this is the time to make this. So I'm going to paint that whole thing black, and then I'm going to take this ribbon and I'm going to put it around the bottom because we're making a snowman hat. Now, I would suggest if you recreate this to put Mod Podge over the paint. I forgot to do that. And I don't think it will chip. Usually when I paint this stuff, it seems to last okay. But then again, I probably use Mod Podge, but I would use it to be safe. So here I'm just using adding some of the Dollar Tree greenery pieces and some of their berries. And then I'm going to make a finger bow, and I'm sorry I don't show it because it was out of frame, and that's all there was for this one. Now, you guys, all of these today really didn't cost me anything because I had everything in my stash. But if you were to recreate them, I think the most you're going to pay, I think with the first one, was going to be $3.75. All of the rest of these are less than that. So just think about it. If you have any of this stuff in your stash, you could do it for free. And these are great little gifts. Like I said, you could give it to a teacher, a neighbor, a hostess, if you're going to a party or if you're having anyone coming over. You know, they're just fun little thoughtful gifts. So I also thought about using some puff paint here because I wanted it to look like there's snow coming off the hat. And I don't know. And as you can see, there's green wax in there. I used half of the white wax that I had left over and half of the green wax that I had left over. So there you go. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, here is the final reveal of the 3 items that I made last year. I hope you enjoyed them. I will have some more a little bit later, probably next month, early next month. I'll have more gift ideas for you. But in the meantime, make sure you check out Amanda's channel. Make sure you check out the playlist. You'll get some more ideas there. And I will be back again tomorrow for day 8, which is Mantle and Garlands, yeah, and I'm excited about that one too. So with all that being said, you guys, I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.